Hey, okay, so we are here for more Nikki. And today, the main thing we're working on, we're going to make our custom outfit for spinning reflections and our custom outfit for machine control. And then if we have extra time and it's not too late in the episode, we will do a little bit more of the story. But I don't know how long this is going to take, so maybe we'll have time, maybe we won't. Also, these little boys here. You are a new bug. I have on my map, new bug, because I caught these yesterday, and I didn't realize they were a new thing. So now I've caught them on camera, I can delete that note. Oh, I'm so jealous of the wings. Obviously the 2.5 archery set. The new legs and arms, both of them. This top... Is that what I'm wearing right now? No. This isn't deer top, is it? What am I looking at here? You have the sun from the 2.0 free outfit. Is this the music set? Because that's what that makes me think of. It is the music set. Okay. Yeah, I'm just not used to seeing it dyed yellow, I guess. And you have the cape on. Oh, what cape is that? It's just the long shoulder cape. I think this is one we have. I don't remember which one it is, but we do have a cape that's only shoulders. That, I believe, is the 2.0 crown as well. That there's the 2.0 sticky hand 5-star from the banner, though. Very cute combo. I also wanted to note, I saw it before the episode started because I was standing up here. Very cute outfit here. We have... I didn't recognize it at first that it was the Sea of Stars outfit as the main thing because the top is dyed a brown and none of them are brown. It's also the Lulico hat and the arms. I believe that's Timeless Melody mixed with one of the Linlong arms. I think? It's a little hard to tell, but I think that's Timeless Melody there. And I do like Lion Momo. I think Lion Momo works really well for the area, so I assume we're going to be seeing that a lot. But anyway... I don't really know what my outfit's going to be for these because I said last time I wanted to try to think about it, and I, in fact, did not spend any mental brain power thinking about it, which means... Can I make my outfit while riding this? Hopefully you don't, like, take me to the quest or something crazy. Let's see what we can do here. So, we have the new import feature, which means we can actually use our test outfit here. We have saved this already, I think. I'll double check really quick, but I think we have this saved. We can use the import feature, which is when you're in here, this button here. So the only thing I need to do is I need to scroll through this and see if anything jumps out at me as being banned from use other than the full body outfits. Because I don't know if the animations with all the wall climbing, it looks like so far the only thing I saw was Panda. Okay, the legendary outerwear is blocked. I wonder why. So is this one. Weird. Something about the arm movements, maybe? Valley Song and the Legendary is the only outerwear. Hopefully there's not too much stuff because I'm going to forget. Boldy's always blocked. I don't know if I would have used the Legendary outerwear for this. Like I said, I don't have a design theme in mind. And... shoes, I assume, are all okay. Yes. As always, I should just unlock my scroll while I'm doing this so I can scroll faster. I saw one in there, I think. It was the pumpkin. I don't think I saw any. I think we're all good here. I think there was one here. Maybe I'm imagining things. Something was just like orange. Looks like... I might have saw that. Good here, good here. Good here. This stuff back, maybe? Nope, not back. None of you. None of you. None of you. And makeup's never a problem. Eurekas. I don't know if we've ever had a blocked Eureka. I assume it's not possible. But okay. So I just need to remember legendary outfit and that other one are blocked. And we're checking in here. Number 1 here, I do have set as my swimsuit. So when I change things, it'll be saved here, hopefully forever. So let's go to our test outfit and start working on it. We're going to see what happens. We can also use our new button to actually see our surroundings, which is very funny. But what are we going to do? Let's make it day. Drop everything. So, I was thinking about still using the dress. That's like the one thing I've put some thought into. Because other than this, do I have anything that's going to be twirly like this? And I don't believe the answer to be yes. Get out of here, giant Momo. Nothing else is going to quite hit the way this does, because the physics on it are really weird. This is pretty light, but it's nowhere near the actual dress, which is why I think we're gonna go with it. I just don't know what color. Something I should do right away is I should upgrade this whole outfit. I should have the materials to do this, by the way. Hopefully. I have stamina today, and I have stamina replenishing items. So if I have to, we can get it settled here. That is pretty good. I think I'm gonna go with dark colors, but we'll see. And did I already do my evolution stuff for this? That's also a good question. While I'm here, though, I should also upgrade you. Because I'm also using you, I might want some pieces from you. Never mind, that's so expensive. So these are the 3. I have done my evolution already. Out of you, what do I want? The pink is good. I think we're going to go black and white, though. Because my current actual event outfit has a lot of pink on it. So I want it to be differentiated from that. And I really, really like the base black and white here. Can I dye the shorts black? Because I kind of do want them dyed black. Maybe I don't. I don't know. That's complicated. I assume they're dyeable. Actually, are they? Because they're hard to see. I think shorts are normally dyeable in sets. Are you the shorts? I don't think so. You must be a gemstone somewhere. Probably. That's up there. Are you the shorts? Nope. I will find you. You're the edge. Oh, I want to dye the edge. What is the full dye selection I have access to? I have... Oh my goodness, I have black. Okay, perfect. We're doing that. I don't care that it costs 12, by the way. Can I make both of those black but add more white up higher? That's shorts. Oh, that's the hem of the shorts. And is this the full shorts? I don't know what that is. Something that I'm dyeing purple. I don't see anything. That's that there. I'm okay with that being black too. That I didn't see what it was, right? Purple. There's so many of these I don't know what they are. I want to see if I can make the dress part itself a little whiter because I added so much black to the outside. But I don't think it's going to work out. It's really close up to the top here. That's the chest. This is what I meant. So that's full black. And I don't think I have a white dye, right? No, white dye is going to be much later. Probably on Evolution 2 here. Yeah. How would it look? Nah, I don't need the full white. What if I just make it like gray or something? Oh, wow. It's like a purple. Let's look at Bibcoon here. Let's make it way too pink. I don't know. I might like some type of recolor for it. Rather than that fade, trying to go with a different type of fade, but I don't know what I would want out of that. Because I don't really want it to be purple. But that's too black. Oh, this is the shorts. It ties to this. I understand now. That's why I couldn't see it before. Maybe I do want to go crazy with the black then. And then we go down here, and these have to be changed into whatever I get closest to a white. This might be like a lightish blue. Might work okay for that. Maybe 10-8. Something like that. And then that also puts the lining down there. I don't think that's bad. And the color, I think, is close enough to the color of all this stuff. I don't think there's anything else on here I need to change. I think it's actually okay like this. I think I do prefer that. This uses a lot of that currency, but it's fine. So now we'll build based off of this as our color scheme. My idea is that this dress is the focal point. Let's do hair next. I'm going to be doing this a lot. I want hair that I think would look good as you spin. In my head, it makes me think short hair or tied up hair. And this is one that comes with it. So maybe that's the impression they also have. Long hair just, I don't feel like it would work as well. Maybe like comically long hair, I'd feel different. It would start to mess with the skirt itself though, especially when I'm twisted up. Let's run through a bunch of hair, and I'll worry about dyeing the hair later. I'm just looking for a length and style that speaks to me. That's like a funny option, but I don't think I like it in this. I don't hate the idea of this, but the physics of it are going to be just too complicated. Same with this. The really long ones will just become a problem because they're going to flip out weirdly like this. Especially for a dress where I'm doing so much moving. I don't hate this idea. Chroma's Mortal Heart is a decent set for this. I'd probably go with the white. Why do I have a white that's dyed white and nothing changes? What in the world did I dye on here? I dyed that. Interesting. All of the colors in the hair are a little rough, but I might end up with a black or a white hair. I'm not sure. This is a very nice dye. I like that dye. Not bad. Maybe red hair is not terrible either. Right now, I think I'm leaning towards Chroma's Mortal Heart rather than any of the others I've seen so far. The cat ear one was funny. Yeah, it's too messed up in the front. Long hair. This is like almost the perfect length where it's not messed up. Almost. That's the same one. Again, it's like, it's almost there. That might be usable length. It doesn't look bad when it spins here. Because it's a low pony, it sticks to the body a little tighter than some of the other hair that flows out more, so it's not whipping her as much. This might be something. This is Blossoming Star, which is the fresh 5-star from the standard banner. We'll look into that. So it's that one and Chroma's Mortal Heart right now. That is a fun idea because it kind of maintains most of its shape as you spin. But I think I like the others more. The birthday hair. It's okay. I was thinking about Sea of Stars. It is too long. If we had a little shorter, I could see how straight hair looks. But as I'm doing this, it looks like it's flipping too far out. So it's going to be a problem. Obviously way too long. Or cute, like... What do I call it? Mushroom jellyfish hair? Jellyfish hair, maybe? From Crimson Feathers. Obviously, you know, I love and want to use this. But it does work okay. I think it's more interesting to use one of the other two, though. I'm really liking the idea of using the Blossom hair. Just because it's a style of hair I don't use as much. It is going to take away from the back a little bit, but because the hair is kind of open, you can see some of the back. Because look at how nice this back is. You don't want to block it. So it feels bad having the big strand down the middle. I don't know. Even Chroma blocks it a lot. We're going to keep our eye. I'm sad this doesn't have the Linlong tag, so now it's hard to find. Don't necessarily hate something like that. I think the back is going to be my focal point for the outfit. Go figure, the back of the outfit being important, because it's what I see the whole time I'm running around. That is nice. Oh, it's not dyeable. That is a big problem. We have to make sure ones that we're really considering have to still be dyeable. Unless they just come in a naturally really perfect color. This is pretty rough, to be honest. I like this a lot. This stood out to me pretty hard when I clicked it. And... ooh, the pink is interesting. I think the Linlong one is better still. I've talked a lot about how I'm normally not a big fan of the Linlong hair, but that one did speak to me when I clicked it. Something about it I really liked. It's not bad. Let's give Blossom another look here. Because it should be right up here. We're close to it. This is another recolor, right? Yeah. It's not bad. Again, I think it's more like pleasing to just have the back fully open. A little bit of the front's covered with the one we're looking at down here for Linlong stuff. But I think the back is more important than keeping the front open in this one. I'm probably gonna put arms up to the top and nothing on shoulder. Maybe a choker. Maybe not a choker. Maybe a short necklace is kind of what I'm thinking right now. And that does matter for what hair I pick. I don't know how the Linlong hair is going to like the necklace. Yeah, that's the one, the cat one I said earlier was funny. Now, about Chroma. This does cover the front a lot and the back a lot. How about you? I think the other one I like more. It's not bad. I think it's a little too cute. Which is a weird thing to say. Because I'm not necessarily going for like a super edgy look or anything. But that is just too cutesy, I think, that other one. To make the dress and like the somber feel of it, maybe, work as well. Because the dress has... I don't know if you'd consider it a sad story. Maybe you would. I like this. I think I'm doing it. Like I said, when I clicked it, it instantly just like worked in my brain and I fell in love with it. So now let's work on arms next, actually. I don't think I'm going to use any pieces from this set for arms and legs. Because, as always, I want to try to not use too many pieces from the same set in things I make. I crafted these, by the way. These are the new Ian piece that we unlocked the other day. I might have enough dewdrops now to get the final piece of this set, but I crafted all the ones I currently had because I wanted to see what these look like. This is the first time I'm actually looking at them since we talked about them. They are very strange, but hear me out. Maybe I don't hate the idea of having things hanging on the arm. The problem is I want things higher up on the arm. So is there something I can do that's like just both sides high up on the arm? If I go to... Here it is, arm decorations. I could put these on. Would the white look better? Because it matches the, like, metallic stuff here? Or would the black look better? This is more of a purple. Can this get black? If it can't get black, I can go with white. Do you have black? You do not. That's really gray. Let's see if we can make this work here with these new arms we just got, because I think it's a fun idea. That's also kind of fun, but I like how these are, and it means we can kind of add feathers as an additional aesthetic to the outfit for accessories. Because right now, we don't actually have any, like, type of design I can point to. There's a little bit of feathering on the back here, but this is all just symbols everywhere. It's all symbols. So having the little bit of bone, which kind of matches this, doesn't add much. But having these, we can accentuate the featheriness of the back and add more accessories in maybe the hair or the legs or shoes. Probably not legs, but shoes, I might be able to find something feathery. I think we go with this. Let's see if I can dye them to make it work. I have to be careful. There's so many buttons over here. My brain doesn't work anymore. First off, do I need to try to get you guys white, or is it... all pieces give me these colors. I don't think I need any of these. Evolution 1, I probably could force it if I needed to, but I don't think I'm going to need any of these either. Hold on, select all. It's still... It's like... It's not a terrible gray. I think we'll try to get just lighter colors. Maybe I can use... I don't know. Do I want to use this as an opportunity to create an accent color that's not white/light blue like this stuff? Or black? Because there's nothing else on the outfit right now. What color would I want out of this list as a accessory color? Maybe I was thinking like a brighter green, but that does mean I have to run over to Ian real quick, which isn't the end of the world. Like I said, I'll probably be able to craft it with like 1 or 2 pieces I could just grab in a second. Oh no, it's not terrible. Let me check. Exit. Save. Do I get more colors for the glow up here? What do we get? Like a light blue? Give me this so I can look at it. We'll see how I feel. Thank you, thank you. This might be a little closer to what we want, so it might be easier to dye from this. Maybe. I think it's looking more promising than the other one. Because I think light blue still works as part of the aesthetic for this. And even with our limited dyes, maybe some starlight is enough to lighten it. Girl, you got to keep your arms a little still. Please. I think that's actually, like, doing it for me. We need to do something with the green there. But let's now go through one by one. That's the one that I wasn't feeling. Girl, I'm trying to look at the gems, please. I can't... this is such a hard position to see them. Even if she was having her arms still. How do I make those a color that works? I don't know if I can, to be honest. They're just so weird. Oh, that's not bad. That's pretty light. And then that. Which one are you? Like, most things I can do in this color here. That I didn't want to do. I wanted to have a darker one for this, but I don't know if I have anything that's going to work. So I might just have to make it another weird blue. I might be stuck doing that. This is unironically just everything dyed this one color of blue. I don't even know what these pieces are, and she's moving so much. Honestly, leaving the feathers alone, I think, is closer to what I want. And that looks like the gem on her wrist, maybe. I think this is what I'm going to do. I think I literally just, like, chronosed it. We have to go look in the world out here to see how this looks. It's very blue. That might be okay if I make this more blue. Let's see about making the arm piece a little more blue. That might be kind of wrong thing. Thank you for riding me around, buddy. Where are you? Arm piece. Arm piece. Can I make you slightly blue? That's pretty blue. It might be close to the feather color, though. That might be what I go with. So we're going with light blue, whites, and black. And those are our three colors. I don't want to add any more to that, and I'll try to keep them as close as I can. Because I think these are a mix of light blue and white, mostly. Now. Handhelds, I don't think any of them were blocked, actually, when we went through the thing. Let me double check that. That feels really weird to me. Maybe I just missed that category? I find it hard to believe they let me have handhelds on this. Okay, they just don't show the category at all. That's why. Unless I missed the option again. So. Oh! The skirt is why this stuff is blocked, not the ability. Maybe. Maybe. Well, I'm not changing the skirt, so I'm not wearing any of these. I have to be careful not to click them, though, because it redoes everything. We need something tiny is kind of the problem. Or we put nothing. I'm thinking nothing for outerwear just because I don't want to mess up what we have going here, because I like this. And a lot of these, unless they're like the string ones, are going to be weird. And these, I think, are not going to work well on this. Yeah, they're going to, like, twirl weirdly. Where is Born Flawless? Born Flawless is too much. Yeah, no outerwear. Let's do socks. What am I thinking here? We got... Was it just a... I'm not going to leave these. I'm just clicking this so I don't lose where I'm at. I thought we got arms recently that looked like they were drawn on or something. It wasn't any of you. It must be something I was supposed to craft or part of an outfit. Let's take a look. We also should, I suppose, check really quick the Heart of Infinity to make sure... Wasn't you. that there's nothing stand out there that I could get with just a few whim stars. None of you are new for this area. Rare piece? There was an arm piece that appeared that I thought it was arms. Had lines on it. It was pretty small. Was it in the cash shop? I don't think so. Was it part of machine? It was part of machine. Okay, so I do own it. Let me look at your full set to see what... You have no leggings. That's why. I wanted to see if there was a legging equivalent of this arm piece in particular. Because I mentioned how much I liked it when I first saw this piece. But it is not there. We're going to exit to undo what we just looked at. So... in that case, what do I want to do here? I want something. Ideally, there's either a little bit of skin, like a few inches, or nothing, I think. I don't know if I would like calf highs or something for this. It's okay if it's really low, probably. I think I'm going to have to just run through the whole thing, kind of, to see what I spot. Because I don't have a good idea. Super over-designed leggings is interesting. Probably not this one in particular. I'd want something more patterned, though. I like this being patterned. I think that's why it stood out to me more than this one, with more of the chaos. I like single ideas up and down. So that's what we'll also keep our eyes out for here. Stuff like that, I kind of like. And it doesn't have the, like, flowers or whatever the other one did. Are you dyeable? Floral Memory Gleam? Floral Memory? What are you? Oh, it's floating. Floral Memory is floating. I will never remember that. I will try, though. I am at the bottom of the list. Take me all the way back up, please. None of you... This stuff is interesting. It's a... I don't necessarily hate it. I think we're just going to find a lot better, so I'm not too worried about it. Not bad. Some of this intricate stuff up at the top where my mouse is right now kind of lines up well with the dress. This is maybe the same thing as before. Honey Hunt. Yeah, just the ones that are long lines I think do work okay. Gotta keep going. I don't... Like I said, I want more stable patterns and not chaos. I love this one so much, though. If I dye it, it's probably going to look really weird. I probably don't have a black dye for this either. No, this has no good dyes at all. This is a Deep Echoes, I believe. That's why it has nothing. It's just such a naturally beautiful color that dyeing it sounds like a crime to me. Yeah, you are a Deep Echoes. I don't remember what set you're from, but I feel bad for people who didn't pull on whatever set you came off of. It's even lighter. Interesting. That's a very silly one to have the paw. Yeah, I was thinking a full solid color. I think I like the lines more than I'm liking the solid colors. And I'm not liking, actually, too much skin showing up here. I have noticed that. I thought a little bit showing would actually be okay. But the ones I've seen, other than the one that was just a little strings, I'm not sure I've been a huge fan of. Having a little bit of different stuff at the front could add some visual interest to the spin. To kind of like help you differentiate when she's facing forward and back. Maybe something like that is not bad. Hometown Breeze. Little too much with the dots. If I dyed this interestingly, maybe something could be done with it. You probably don't have a black dye. I'm in the dye section. I didn't back out far enough. Did I miss anything? I'm just looking for ones that don't have a dye symbol, so they would have been off the list. We were just on. These aren't bad, but they're not perfect. So I'd want to dye them a tiny smidge, and it's not possible because they're not dyeable. That's not bad. It might be a little too shiny. Okay, let's go back down to where we were. Love you, but not for this outfit. Gonna keep scrolling through. It's not terrible. I do like the symbols here because they are, again, very similar to the stuff up there. These symbols. And we have good dye for Crimson Feathers. I think we have Evolution 2, I think. I think I did 180. No, I did 200 pulls on Crimson Feathers. So I do obviously have Evolution, Evolution 1. Anything else? Just pure blacks. That was weird. That took forever to load because it had to load my dye. I don't have ribbons, and I don't plan to put ribbons. And there's ribbons at the legs, too. So maybe that's a good enough excuse to not use Timeless. And to use something a little more casual. With more of, like, a complementing design rather than trying to steal the show. I think we are going to go with one of the more patterned, simple ones. The question is, do I want the ones that have just a symbol, or do I want the big stripes? And that is a good question. Were you the one? Yeah, I was looking at you. Crimson Feathers, I have... This is the black. I think black is default. Let's actually double check. Ballroom. You're red? Mistfire? You are not even Crimson Feathers. Yeah, that makes sense. So you're going to be the blackest one I have. And what is dye like for Crimson Feathers? We have a white. Interesting. Is there a black down here for Max? It is. What if I make the symbols white? What am I currently looking at? For dye? I don't even know. Okay, the whole thing. The whole thing I probably don't need to do anything to. Probably not. I probably like it the current shade it is. This might be a little more red than I would initially want. Like, if I go down here to the black, how much does it actually change? Like, kind of not at all. So maybe it's considered black by the game. It's just because it's so sheer. It's blending my skin so much. And that is the gems. Let's see about making these a light blue. A little more blue to it. Something like that, maybe. And you... It's too light. I think I have to go with the blue again. Little whiter blue. Something like that. Now this is a complicated one. I don't know if I can mess with it. That's a little... It's so mechanical. So I think it fits the idea of the original outfit, but I don't think it particularly fits my design because it's too geometric and the rest of the outfit is kind of flowy and more natural. I think I leave this as its current color. Is this also considered black? No, it's considered like a dark gray. I think that's fine. Is there any other color that really jumps out that I think it would work as? Not really. I think this might be okay. It's very bright. Let's see what that looks like outside. Because we're doing some pretty crazy colors right now, to be honest. Things are pretty ridiculous right now. Thank you for pushing me around again, Mr. Robot. I'm going to say it every time. Maybe... might still be too blue. What if I try a different white? Like, not the full white. Go back in here. And it's area 3, I think, is the one that's really getting me. This one. Something like that. Because I did this, and that's way too much. But I think that might be a little better. Let me just spend even more money buying colors. We do have the dyeing event going on right now. So that's very helpful. I think I do like that a little more. Okay. What am I doing for shoes? And then we'll go back up to figure out hair accessories, necklace, because I still want to mess with that. The idea of... so this is the official ones. I've talked before, it's a little weird because of this. The fact that we are toe poking right now. I forget the official term for standing on toes. If I do this... I'm just Googling standing on toes as ballerina to get the word. That didn't help. I think there's a word that I'm just forgetting, because I used to know it. I think these would be nice, but I don't want to use them because they're on the set. That's a problem, because I need other shoes that are flat at the bottom. What I got away with in my current outfit, because I'm also, like, floating, kind of, is I just used, like the deer shoes or something. Because if I'm floating in the sky, it doesn't matter if my heels are pointed or not. It's gonna be rough. Something like that is very funny. It just doesn't work, though. I do not know how I'm gonna do this. It is possible I could, like... these aren't the best socks for barefoot, but it's if I really can't come up with anything, barefoot's technically possible. Or I could just give in and use the real shoes to just make my life easier. I prefer not to. This is the type of thing I did, and it's not ideal to do that. But it's something. Did we have dance shoes or anything from Marquez Boutique? I feel like it's something that maybe they would have had early game. They just, like, threw in randomly in case you wanted them. Nothing I'm looking at here is really gonna work. I'm kind of just praying I stumble upon a shoe I didn't know I had. Which is possible. Technically, these are flat at the end, but it's such a ridiculous thing to say. And we could go with more fantasy shoes, because we'll test how they work with the outfit. They might twist in an even crazier way, but something like... this is Born Flawless, right? Yeah. Born Flawless might be an idea that works. I don't have black dye for these, but this is like a cool dye. Final chance for shoes that have flattened toes. No. Did we get, at the start of the game, any ballerina shoes? We're almost down to the bottom. Nope. No. I'll be sad if I find out in like a month I did have some, but I just missed them, which would be very silly. Because I'm not clicking every shoe. I'm trying to just look quickly at each preview and guess. I'm thinking. Final little selection here. Come on. No. I think we're going to throw Born Flawless, and then we're going to transfer what I currently have over, since it's so quick to do that now, and look at what the animation looks like with Born Flawless on. That's a funny idea, but we have feathers, not the other stuff. Where was the one that's already dyed almost black? I can just use that one. It's funnier. So you go here for now. And let me just throw you on to see what this looks like. Test, please. Save. And we're going to do this. I should turn the animation off now just because we're going to have to watch it a bunch of times while I'm testing things. But honestly, it's still kind of fun to have on. Okay, sorry, buddy. I got to get down for a minute. I don't know. I don't think I hate this with it. Is that effect coming off my shoe, or is that always there at the bottom? The, like, shards? I haven't worn these shoes in so long. Let's climb up a pillar real quick. I think the shoes aren't a problem. That's how I'm currently feeling about this. Maybe they are okay. Maybe we'll stand here now. Wait, where is the quest? All the way over there. I'm good to, like, explore this whole zone. I think it's okay. Let's see about dyeing the shoes to see what's actually going on. So why do I have these green and blue shoes here? What was I doing with these? Where are you? Born Flawless is aesthetic, cool. Cool. Aesthetic. And I only have 3 of you. That's rough. I have you died. You died. And you died. I've used all of them. That blue is crazy. I can't believe I got it to look this dark through dye. Let's go into the dye menu and see what we're working with. We have a white. The black is all the way down here. There's only 2 areas of the shoe. Honestly, I don't like the black anyway, so I'm not worried. Can I get... I can't get this color at all. Unless it's going to be in here. No. That's just a really rough color for this shoe to maintain. I guess maybe the base is as close as I can get. I don't particularly think it... I think it's too bright. I want to dull it a little, and I can't, I think. Because look at how much that dulls it. It's so much. And there's no way, like, Chronos is going to be less, yeah. What about dyeing you? I like the reflection there. I don't think it fits the outfit really with what I'm doing. And the light blue. I don't know. I don't think it is working how I want it to work, is what I'll say about it. We could go with the idea of, like, the dark greens, browns, which we were doing before, because I think this makes really cool colors. That color is pretty. The bases of these shoes dye really nice. Oh no. I'm in such a rough spot. It's too pink. That's not a bad dye. Is the shoe just too white? Let's walk around with this real quick. See how I feel about that. Honestly, this color isn't as off as I thought it was. And the heel... It does look a little like green. But the shoe itself is a little... Not shoe, sorry. The sock itself is a little weird color-wise. Maybe I can change this a little to make it a little less green. And just try to keep it as a dark color. And then I think this is workable. It's not perfect. There's problems for sure. But I think workable is the term I will use here. I don't know. I don't think that... It turns orangish. And I don't really like that. It's too much to have another bright color, I think. I think it has to be darker rather than the blue. It has to be closer to the sock is the impression I'm getting in my head. The sock could be seen as like a brown. Look at this curve on the foot, by the way. Insanity. Maybe? I'll spend 3 just to look at this. Get yourself an ankle that can bend 200 degrees. Just to wear the most ridiculous heels possible. Okay, she's not as crazily bent right this second. Oh, Momo's stuck. Can't turn. I think this shade is a little closer to what I think matches the sock. I think that's going to be the color I go with for the bottoms. It's a little bright, but honestly, I don't have much to work with here. Let's do necklace. I want something pretty tight to the neck that has a little hang down to kind of match this V, to kind of create it up here so it's like a channel going this way. That's kind of the current idea I have, but I don't want it to extend out to the side. I want it to be pretty tight to the neck all the way around. That's a little much that I'm asking for because I don't want it that low. I want it a lot higher. Something like that, but a lot thicker. We will have to check chokers because maybe a choker could make do here. We also have to keep an eye out for feathers. I wasn't doing that just now because feathers can potentially be worth messing up the aesthetic in my head to gain a little more of that before I put some in my hair or something. I don't think I saw anything up here that was feathers that jumped out at me. This is, but it's way too big. It also floats a little more than I want because it comes in front of the actual main dress part. Let's take this off for now and check chokers. What do we have here? Those are very silly. I like that a lot, though. I need something tiny, though, please. Stop giving me the full stuff. You know, even if it's a little big, maybe something like that does match pretty good aesthetically. These, I assume, go with my arms? Verdant Cord, is that what my arms are? Whispered Dreams. What? Verdant Core. You're not like archery or something. What are you? You are this girly. I don't know. I don't hate this idea. Because is the spinning dress to have more things that are like symmetrical the whole way around? Classical. Fresh. I probably only have the 2 things of it. I'll find it. Where are you, classical? There you are. I do have 3. Okay, I have upgraded it already. Ooh, that's close. What do we have unlocked here? We have basically everything we would need. But there's no real black. It's going to be green black. And there's no real white either, right? No. No white, no black for this. That's a little rough. We do have Silken Lake Emerald, if we want to go with that. Hold on, let's select all and just do some color matching here. Maybe we do go with that. We try to keep this color scheme as opposed to something like that, which I think is too gray or maybe brown compared to the main dress that has the real black dye. Something like that. Okay, let's deselect all and we'll go piece by piece here. Are there any of these I kind of want to keep as current color? I don't know. What do I have exactly for this? It's like everything's the same color. It's all just blue slop. Maybe you would be different. Let's put you here. Super light. I'm going to keep you for now. You guys I'm going to make a little more blue. And you're like the outer stuff. You can be all the way over. The beads. Maybe even more blue. Super blue. You are the other lines. I'm going to also leave you for now. Are you naturally white? You're fine white. What are you? You're the strings. I think? Yeah, you're the strings. You're also fine, I guess, in your natural color. You're also just normally white, so you're fine. Those things in the middle, maybe those can be blue as well, just to stand out a little. And that leaves me area 6 and area 2 as these left, or I should say clockwise, I suppose, beads. Clockwise going up, because I have to specify that as well. I don't really want those two to be blue, but black isn't really going to work with them, is my problem. And I don't know what other color they would be. I really just wish I had white to match the beads. I don't want to have to dye the beads, but I'm in a weird spot with these. Yeah, they really just are not going to look well super, super dark. Unless the beads dye really well with the puffy shirt cat fluff. So 7 and 9 are the beads. Wow, you dye super terribly. What if I just make you blue? Let me do something like that. What if I make... Let's keep messing with things. What if I make the feathers dark? Do they dye dark well? A little bit. But the ones on my wrists do not have a black dye, I believe. You do not, right? No. That might still be okay. It's getting a little bit of the back messed up, but I think it might be okay doing it like this. I think that works. Now, I have feathers here and feathers here. I want one more set of feathers on the head out of my 2 hat pieces here. Actually, hang on. What if instead of feathers on the head, I just use makeup with my base foundation from Crimson Feathers to put feathers under my eye? Maybe that's what I go with. And then we'll go back to the head accessories real quick. I don't need... Oh, I have my Super Aria, don't I? I thought Aria got bigger on the final one. I don't remember, though. You have a special effect, though. Oh, that's what it was. It gets the, like the glowing stuff, because this one doesn't have the special effect. Never remember which is which. Don't think we need something like that, especially because I don't think I have a black aria. I have this one. Could use my little crown again. Oh, I do kind of have a black aria. Does it work with this hair? Not super well. It, like, kind of goes through it. That's something. Maybe a little much. Maybe could work. Maybe I can use that. Our fully upgraded, Arosa. It also does cut through this thing here, but from the back, you don't really see it that much. It does add butterfly aesthetics, which I don't think we have. But I like the hang downs because it kind of matches what the hair is doing. I think it doesn't fit close enough. It's close, but I don't have flowers and butterflies anywhere. I think I need something a little more generic in terms of the actual, like, pieces on it. Or something that I think works well with the general idea of the set being, like, the robot stuff. And I don't know what that would really be for me. We can also double check the hair accessories first if I have to. Nah, it's not going to work. Most of the stuff here is probably going to die okay, so it's not worth being, like, super worried about, but it is still a problem. Let's go to the top again. I feel like there was a couple things here, like that band, that weren't terrible. A lot of little crowns I don't hate. This, if it has a black or a white dye, maybe it would do something. I don't have Evolution 1. And have I upgraded you at all to get the glow up? Let's, if I have the materials, glow this up and take a look at the upgrade. Because maybe this piece is usable. Colors are a little closer to what I might want here. Let's take a look. Now, if I go into dye this, how do you dye? I don't actually have the super light blue, so it would be all Chronos, basically. That's not a bad one for Chronos there. I can't kill all of the red here, and I don't have a light blue. Because the light blue, the Silken Lake, is right here at Evolution 1. That's the color I would need to make this piece work, I think. Not even this bottom stuff. So I think this piece is out. Any others I wanted to try to make work here? This one I did like. I don't think a big hat would make sense for this. Saw this too. It's a little probably easier to work with. I don't think I want something that's going to fly out when I spin. This is going to be way too big, yeah. I don't know. Maybe crown is kind of the direction I want to go. Because I'm not thinking about horns or anything. I don't think it would make sense for this outfit. Or that. I don't really have any other wolf properties to put that on. Let's... Is it time? This is a dyeable piece. I've never used this piece ever. What are your dye colors? Those are some rough colors. Oh my goodness. How is there 3 areas, by the way? The inner gears are a different color. The little gears down there and the inner gears are tied? No, it's just lighting differences. So the pin and the inner gears are 2. The outer gear is 1. The inner gears are 3. Okay. Is there colors I think would match my hair here? I mean, it's going to have to be Starlit Chronos. Like that. I need to adjust my hair, I think, to make this work. What if I change area 2 to be a little more blue? And 3? It's too much. I think that's too much still. That's too pink. I think they all have to be the same. I need to check my hair. I want my hair more glossy, I think, is my current problem. This is not dyeable. I forgot about that. That's a problem. Does it just work? I think I can make it work with a hat that matches this now. I need a hat that works well with this. Or, sorry, a hair accessory, because this is a hat, right? Never mind, hang on. Let me just get out of the dye menu. Save me. Okay. Where are you? I don't have another color of you, right? Because what even happens when I upgrade you? We get gold. It's funny, but it's not what I'm currently using. So if I can find a hair accessory that will match this well, we can make it work, I think. That's a fun idea. I actually really like that. This does go from the set, but I think it's a less obtrusive piece than like the shoe or something. The lineup of the gears onto the metal that just matches this makes it like the perfect positioning. And that's kind of why I like it. This is also a cool one. Oh, it goes down the back. If it was just a little more centered, I think that would have actually worked really well. I might be willing to accept the dress and headpiece combo as same set. Just to make this gear stuff work, because I really like the idea of having the gears. I think it's so cute, and I think the hair is too dull in sheen for the gears. That's currently what my impression is, and the reason I think this saves it instantly is how bright the feather is. I think that sheen makes the gears a lot more logical in my brain. And I don't think any of that has to be dyed either. I think that just works. Now, I want something very, very dark. Which means I probably can't dye. I probably need to just find like a matte black thing. Honestly, that's kind of like what I'm looking for. Thank you, random black rectangles I just happen to have. Anything else really stand out? We had the other triangles. Rectangles. But they had white mixed in. What are you even from? Just nothing. You're like from a box. Honestly, you kind of just are what I was looking for. I don't hate that at all. I think the colors just work. I don't need any bracelets because they have so much stuff going on there. For the face, my face is a little plain right now. I debate doing something like this because I do it too much. When we talk about it all the time, that I'm addicted to the face markings. I put them on every outfit since I've got them. I don't think I'm going to have a dye for this anyway that I would like. Yep, black is all the way down here. You guys. I had to sneeze just now. It's going to cover up my feathers. I don't want to cover my feathers. I think they are cute. If I'm not covering my feathers, though, it does limit what I can even put on my face at all. Something like this actually, I think, would fit the aesthetic okay. I just don't want to go through with it right now. If I built the design based around it, I think it would work better. Maybe I can get away with this if I could find a dye for it I like. It's just... don't know. Not having that is rough. Because I would just do that. That's just what I would do. Because you are Providence Immemorial. Yeah. Where am I with Providence? Why do I not have all my dye unlocked for Providence? That's a little weird. I thought I had Providence done already. What are you needs upgraded? How many things do I have for you? That's enough that I'm willing to just send it. I have another 2.5 weeks worth locked in there. That hair is very, very cute. The black. That is good hair. It's not going to replace the hair on the current thing we're working on. Providence, where are you? What's going on here? I'm still that far away from Providence because I did Legendary before Providence. You also get some really cool stuff going on up there. That is rough. That I would need to wait, like 10 months to get my Providence dye. Eventually it'll happen, unless they literally added a Legendary after this update, which I still said, or Miracle. I still said we're probably getting a Miracle this update. I still think we probably will. But that means that piece is a problem. You cover my feathers. Stop covering my feathers. I think I can't do face stuff, and I have to just try to make it work with makeup, which I'm not looking forward to. I think it's actually going to be pretty rough. I don't know if makeup will fit the aesthetic well. I think the problem I'm running into is how dull the hair is. Glossier hair, I think, would, like, completely change everything. I'm not messing up with this. I don't need anything on my legs either, so we're good. Because there's no way I'm going to put, like, my 2.4 thing on my legs right now. I'm just not adding more to it. It's possible I could put, like, some little wings on the back. They're a little fluffy, which kind of matches some stuff, but this is the darkest they could get, I think. And I do have this currently on my actual exploring outfit right now, and it should have black dye. It dyes very badly. I like the idea of using it again. I know I'm using it in 2 outfits simultaneously here. 3, 4? 4 outfits simultaneously? I'm using this key for everything. Let's be real. Already, like, the color it needs to be, I guess. There's just some pink on there I would need to take away. I don't even know if I can. So, overall color is probably fine. Central color. Where's the light blue? Silken Lake Emerald. I don't think I'm going to be able to remove the pink from this. Even if I Silken Lake all of it. Yeah, here's the beads. They're still pink. There, I got them a little blue. Are you the rest of the beads? You're not. Something else is the rest of the beads. That's a problem. You're just center. 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 How these outer beads here, the two outer ones, does nothing dye them? I think they're changing. They are, just so minorly, it's not even noticeable. Okay, that's noticeable. So which ones are you? It's you. You are 5. Weird. Hold on. 2. Put you here. Just for now. Why do you hate being dyed blue? You're getting more pink the more I dye you. I don't like that. Is that the best I can do, though? It might be. It's all so pink. Glimmer grass isn't going to do any different. Can I put just black accenting? Because these aren't going to dye black, right? Yes, they are. Something like that. I don't think I like that, though. Maybe it's better than the alternative of the pinks that I can't control. I don't like the whole thing dyed black. I think that's bad. But I don't know. Let's walk around for a bit. Batch save. Save. I'm gonna probably just choose the tiny one because it's a little fancier. I can have this on because it will add to the already a million effects I have. I guess it will be annoying because it's got the rainbow. So I guess that's why I turn effects off. Effects off. Yeah, that's better, I think. The black dots on it are weird. I don't think they work. It's just so hard to dye. I think it's doable. The way I had it before that I changed, I think is what I'm going to have to go with. I'll leave the black and white because it's funny, and we'll re-dye this. So we dye everything as Silken Lake, and then we have to find Area 5 in particular. And we... I think white? One tick? No, full white that. And this one, maybe I full white as well. And I think that actually will look a little better. I think so. It's still a little pink. The center one's actually pretty pink right now. Where are you? I'm still not used to going into this menu, but it's not that big of a time loss to not use it. Middle boy. Which one were you, middle boy? Were you 4? You're 4. You also need to be white. Maybe? You're a little off. You're not quite fitting in with the others. Let's get a zoom in here. It's not ideal, but maybe it's just enough. And like I said, I've used this piece a lot recently. Too much for sure. But I like the idea of the spinning cogs on the head being matched with this too, and obviously it's fitting of the theme of the outfit. I think that is what I'm going to go with. I think the only thing we have left to do now is our makeup, because I don't think I need any rings or anything. I could, like, just throw that on as is. It's not bad to just put on. Wait, which is the one that does both hands? It's you that's both hands. I'd prefer the symmetry of it, so I'll do that. You are body paint. That's crazy. I was not expecting you to be body paint. That's something I have to consider now. I thought you were just an arm piece. That's why I couldn't find you earlier. You do not have a full black dye. The white just doesn't show up. That kind of does. I don't hate the idea of throwing this on. Just add, like, more weird texturing to the arm? Maybe? We'll see. That's a piece that might get removed, but I think it's okay. And let's try to figure out our makeup here. So. I'll take an excuse to use these. This is the new outfit's eyes, but they're hidden anyway? Eyelashes. Let's do eye themselves first, contact. So this is the one that came with the set. We're not going to use that. Do these rotate a little? I think they do, right? Kind of matches. Now, do I click the ones that I should not click? The ones that I'm going to want to put on anyway? Oh, I clicked them. You couldn't stop me. Ooh. Sith eyes. Pretty good. Color-wise, they line up really nicely. I'm a big fan of that. I'm a really big fan of that, actually. I have to get out of makeup and go back in. I think we do go with that. Do I want... we do have some sparkly stuff. I don't think we really need sparkling eyes, though. Because we already have it with our base paint. So this adds more, and I think it's maybe a little much. I do not know what I want. I wouldn't hate, like, a gray. I think this I was looking at and I felt is a little closer to my eye color, which I kind of like. This might be more of a light pink than a gray, but it's closer than other things I have. That's an interesting idea. It's a little too colorful. It's got some rainbow, which I don't particularly want the rainbow aspect. I don't remember what you're from. I think I go with that, though. Lips, I have no clue. I kind of am liking gray idea, but I don't know if I have any gray lipstick. I don't think I do. Nikki's lips by themselves are probably the grayest thing I have, and her lips are pretty pink, to be honest. Never mind. That's like a very light purple, which maybe I can pretend is a gray. Ooh, I like the lip, the tight upper lip dip on this. It makes me feel like your mouth is being very forcefully closed shut. Like you're pressing your lips together with this. Not in a duck face way, but in like just a very controlled face way. And it gives me the idea of not being able to talk. which I think fits the aesthetic of being like the marionette. Like this is painted on lipstick of a mouth that doesn't move is the impression this lipstick gives me, which I think fits my design theme for the outfit. And Eurekas is weird. I think they just won't show up ever because I'm always going to be in animation. Even if I'm sitting still, my body moves, and I don't think Eurekas will show up. I think... Is there one that's gonna burn me that I want to test? I was thinking about the masks. Because I could treat it as if they're the people watching the performance that I'm doing. Let's go into this. And we're going to recopy test. And let's see how much the mask shows through. I need to change outfit just to make sure I'm not overlooking something here when we do this. So, if I just don't move at all, do the Eurekas appear? They do not. Like I thought, we're considered moving right now, even though we're standing still. And moving doesn't reset it, so Eurekas can't be used on this outfit. I did expect that, and I have no actual problem with that. They'll only appear when I'm, like, in the half second after. And that's not worth dealing with. I think, as long as this worked with the makeup, I think we're done. I just need to remove the Eureka. Where are you? There you go. Did my makeup properly carry over? I would say yes. I believe that is outfit finished. It only took me an hour and a half to get this done. And now we have our official outfit for this. What if I put my G thing up here? I can. It only lets me walk on water. It doesn't let me. Okay, I can't. Fine. Oh, I clicked too many times. I'm sorry, game. Forgive me. Forgive me. And land. We'll see what it's like to skate around a little bit like this. Again, I love the open back. I think it works perfectly. The spinny boy is silly. It's not like a real thing. It shouldn't be on the outfit. It's just... I wouldn't have put it if I didn't have the headpiece. It's there because I wanted the two spinning headpieces. I think this is what I will consider acceptable. So... we will end that. And then just a couple seconds of walking, and we're back to our real outfit. Now, since we have finished that, we now have to do our custom one for our machine control. Now, machine control, we have our blue and this. I think I want to go with a white and yellow design for it. Enable automatic ability switching mode. Yeah, please. I need it. Save me. Is there anything that's going to get messed up here? I'm just going to check the ones that I think are most likely. It's going to be hands and back. Probably not is the answer. So I think we're good to set this up with anything. Let's go back to test. And I want to take a photo. So before I delete it, take this off. Like this. Oh, I grabbed the wrong option. Here. Here. Upload to color lookbook. Now, I can do that. So, will I keep this outfit? I do like this. I'm going to see if I have another outfit that I consider like the Roman Greek stuff that I can make use. One day I'll come up with some design that uses this. Today's not the day. That's a funny idea. I guess if I see something that screams out robot control Momo as well, I could possibly do it. But I like the idea of just finding something that makes me think of like a Greek outfit. I do have this, which is nice, but I don't think it's going to fit Yeah, I'll have to use this for like a casual outfit at some point. So, what do we have? I haven't pulled on many outfits that kind of fit that aesthetic design. So I don't know what I'm gonna use. We have the outfit I pulled in 2.2, the 4-star, which is this. It's not gonna be machiny enough. Yeah, none of these. That's like a little too machiny, to be honest. No. It's hard to visualize a lot of these as dyed. But I don't hate the idea of the yellow version of this. Because don't I have yellow as the base version of this? I was thinking of this being the yellow. Is there a yellow Providence? There probably is, and I just haven't unlocked it. What's my dye like for Providence? We have a 1 yellow, 2 yellow, and a white. I think Providence might work. We might make a really long, flowy dress for this, but I don't see another dress pop through here. That's also pretty good, but I don't think we need it, especially because my combat outfit is Born Flawless still. Avrosa's not bad. I kind of still like the idea of the Providence. That's still where I'm leaning. Ooh, Sith Yellow is good. Again, Providence might still hold it for me. Silly cat. I think we're going to try to make Providence work. Let me just make sure I know all the different colors Providence starts as. You're up here. You are sexy aesthetic. Sexy aesthetic. I only have 3. It might be easier to die from you, to be honest. Let's see what happens. I want to get rid of the red. So you. What would I want you to be? Because I don't have black, blues, pinks. I make the big red parts white, maybe? And then we add the yellow into the other open accent spots. So you would be as golden as I can get. Do I have a gold? Gold is probably really high up here. No, gold is maybe one of these two. Maybe 10.5 will be our gold. That's kind of, it's going to be 10.5 or 10.6, I think. That's too, it's too light. 10.6, I think, will be our gold. We're going to 10.6 everything, basically. You... maybe? Temporarily 10.8. I don't know what I'm looking at. Ooh, the trim. That's already a really nice shade. Like, really nice. Honestly, maybe I do have to make this shinier to match that. Yeah, I think I might have to. Because this is more of a 10.5 color. Yeah, I think I do have to. But yeah, you'll stay. Something at the bottom? Oh, all these beads. I guess those are fine as they are. What are you? The things in the middle? Do you look terrible white? Kinda. Because the background is white. Maybe this, like, lightish blue? Because I can use that for the gemstone there, too. And that's not terrible with the yellow here. I assume those are also tied to it. Maybe this Chronos is okay for these long ones here with the gems. What are you? The ropes. Those, I think, would be okay full white. That's probably fine. up there. White, maybe, is okay. We will have to mess with the hair a lot here. Is that stuff? It's you. Maybe I can re-dye that to 10.5. Be a little brighter. Honestly, maybe you shouldn't be brighter. Maybe that's fine. You are the sides, which are normally red, which I want to make white. Like that. This is interior of dress? Interior red. Do I hate that? I probably will get rid of it. I'll just nuke all the red just to make my life easier. You're probably fine. What are you? There, that's a little more visible. I'm glad I started with this one, because I'm just dyeing away all the red, and that's like the only thing I'm changing in the whole outfit. You're fine. Okay, that's a big one. That's too dark. Like that? No, like that. So it matches what I have the body set at, which is like green almost. But honestly, I think I'm used to looking at it now, so I think I'm okay with it. What is this middle gem? Is that something I haven't clicked yet? All of that stuff. There is like red mixed in. I make that like really dark, maybe like that. Maybe. And I am missing a lot of like weird little areas. I think this side stuff is all tied to other things I dyed. If I just save as is and spend all my currency. Is there anything on this outfit that I think I'm not a fan of right now? That I think needs dyed away? This stuff's dark, but it's honestly fine. I think that works. I want some hair next. I want very, very big hair, but I honestly don't know what color. Let's go bottom to top. Let's mix it up a little. See what happens. It's not the worst idea. Just our generic purifying wind or whatever it's called, winds of purity hair. This is also a simple one. This is standard banner sexy, I believe. Yeah. I don't know if I want blonde though. I don't want black. Let me click a few colors and see how I feel. Gray's not bad. Maybe I have to go with blonde just because nothing else is going to look correct to my brain. And I do want long hair. I know that. So maybe Whisper of Waves is the hair. I'm not feeling the front braid on that. You're another one that's worth looking at. I do have a blonde for you. I guess I'm comparing you to Whisper of Waves. Cool and sexy are the two I'm looking at. It's a little crazy. Anything else? I think I want the super long, so I think we're going with my two longest, which is what we've looked at already. You are also very long, but you go with the set because you're also Providence, so I don't want to use you. So let's look at sexy, cool, 5 stars. That should get us just the two we want to look at. Close enough to click. Yes. This fading white is pretty good. I like the front of our jellyfishing a little more. I think we go with this. And do I want outerwear at all? It's going to mess with my hair to have outerwear because my hair already puffs out a lot. We can use our legendary outfit stuff, though. I don't necessarily hate that. Something like that thrown on. Are you supposed to be yellow? Sunward? Probably. I'm going to assume this is yellow. And I don't... This is way too green, actually. You're probably supposed to be blue. I wish I knew what color this was. You. I think it is some type of green and not a yellow. If I do that, maybe I'm more of a fan of that. Again, we have all dyes for this. So we're in a good spot to dye it. Little darker. What are you normally? You're fine. Honestly, I think like all of it's fine. It's hard for me to find things I have a problem with for this dress. I think just making that really bright in the back is like the only change I'm working out right now. But I just want it to look less green, and that's like the whole problem. So what about your petals up here? There's something in the back I can't see. The outline, I think, is okay. That's fine. There's all the stuff on there. I guess I do have to change my hair so I can see the back. And go down here. Back into the dye. Is there anything I don't like here? You're fine. You're fine. Are you the outline we just looked at? You're that thing. I can make you a little more yellow. Or white. I can make you white. White. And I don't hate full white, actually, for the outer edge of that. That's okay as yellow. A little brighter. You. I think I wanted to change you because yeah, you're also green. So I did want to change you to that. Do I want to change this at all now that I've done other stuff? Maybe I'll do that just for peace of mind. Can I make this white? Again, as peace of mind changes. Because I don't want it to all be green. So it helps my brain to know that I've clicked the thing I assume to be yellow. You can be much darker. You're orange, actually. That's a little nicer for you. Because if you go too high up this, you get too orange. Down here is fine. But once I get up in the top level like that, it's too much. You, I wanted to see about. I like that. I kind of liked that already. Maybe that, just a little dyed down. There, I just dyed literally everything. All my dyeing pieces are gone, by the way. I spent so much today. And we can re-put the hair back on. We'll see how messed up it looks. I have to find you. Where are you at? Should have paid attention. Looks good. What do I want to do for socks and shoes? Doesn't matter. So... it matters how tall I am. What are my highest heels? It's probably No, it's probably Born Flawless or still my highest heals? Are you higher? You do show up. You're so high you actually show up on the ground. Guide of No Return. That's the 2.5 shoes. Oh, they are taller than the Chroma shoes. Chroma's Mortal Heart. And they might be very slightly higher than Born Flawless. I think they might be my tallest shoes now. So I guess I'm going to throw them on. Turn off the effect so the ground, I just float. And we will dye them. Because you can't even see them. You just see my toe poking out. Have some skin tone for me dye. And now, because my toes show up, we need something yellow to poke through at the bottom, I suppose. Or we can put like some fancy footing because I'm floating. Now's a good time to actually use some of the like things we got from Kilo that are just, actually no, those are considered shoes. That's why. I was thinking the little like triangle things for the feet. We don't have many good socks for bare feet. That is a problem. None of you are making me think you're gonna work. I guess we can do that. So if it shows through, there's at least something there that looks like something. Is kind of the idea. Otherwise, it's just barefoot, which is fine. Because again, I'm flying. So barefoot's okay if flying. I will take it. Now that's all for this. What do we want for... Let's do makeup first. I don't want yellow for makeup. There is like red right there. I somehow missed one of the sections of red for some of these little hang downs. But honestly, at this point, because I couldn't find this, I'll give it one more look just to see if I can figure out where it is. I don't think I'm going to find it. They're tied to something. I just don't know what it is. Wrong. This one. Where are you guys? I just need to look at... Because it zooms me out every time. The big gemstone's blinking, and then I know it's correct. It's probably just one of the ones I didn't dye, because it looks good everywhere else. Like, it could be that, and the blinking is just so light. It's you, Area 6. No, that's the big gem. And those. It's not the red. It's some of these. I can do that to remove a little bit of the red, but there's still red somewhere. It has to be whatever's connected to those two. Is it Area 10? Has to be Area 5 then, right? It is. So that there is also connected to the side things. So it's really hard to see. So I do have to re-dye that. And I can do it to that. And that removes, I think, the last of the red. Okay, we found it. We found it. Now take me to makeup, please. There. Like I said, I don't think I want yellow. I don't know what I would want then. I could go with a pink. Pink's not the worst. Or a light blue, because I have a little bit of light blue stuff here. That's also not terrible. Some flowery stuff. It's a little yellowy, but maybe we'd make it work. And then we go with like light blue eyes or something. A little more toned down than the stuff I'm looking at here. Something like that. Trying to match the gemstone here. Or you? No, you. Lipstick? Do I have light blue lipstick? I don't think I do. I want light blue lipstick. I'm sure some outfit in the game has had it, and I've just never pulled on it because I think it probably didn't speak to me at the time. That's not bad. That's probably what I'm going with. And that's a little too much because my eyes aren't matching it well. What do I want? I want long eyelashes, but I don't... No, like really big black ones are probably what I'll go with. Maybe this is okay. Maybe. It's a lot of attention on my eyes, like a huge attention on eyes, but I think that's okay. I think her eyes are pretty enough that she can handle it. Those are pretty good. Obviously, you know I love them. I just have to stop myself from using them. I think that's my best right now. I want to compare it to this. I think we are going to go with that. Now, I want to go into this. I don't think I want my back stuff on at all. I don't want a handheld. There's no room for any of that. There is a little room for this, but I think I want a tiny glove instead. No room on my back. No room for pendants. There's a lot going on in the chest, so no chest. Face, I like how it looks now. I just want tiny gloves. Can I just have some small, little gloves for my hand? Preferably so like some white gloves. Like that. But not fuzzy. What do we have? Honestly, I can't even tell they're on. But I think that's kind of a good thing. That's kind of what I want. And the lineup works perfectly with its, like, extension. So I'm not worried about that. So I think that just works. I don't need any neck stuff because of how crazy that is. I think I only now need head. Head and ears, maybe. Ears are kind of hidden, so I can throw something random on, kind of. Where are my tiny little flowers that are yellow? Not you. I want the ones I use all the time. You guys aren't bad. I was thinking of one of these. I think the ones I have now are okay. And now our final two slots. Head, which I want something, and hair, which I want something. I was thinking we can just stick something in our head because we have the big hair bun there. So where are our pins? That's workable. That's funny. Are those my main ones? I have these. That color's not bad. Too tiny. My hair is so long, I have to have the really big ones, is the problem. Maybe that is our best color. Our little paintbrushes. It's got a little bit of blue, but that's fine because it matches my eyes. And then gold. I think that color just works. I don't even have to dye it. And that'll justify the hair bun not being messed with our headpiece, which I think I will go with maybe a crown. This doesn't perfectly line up with the hair, but it works a little bit. I think I'm just going to avoid it again today. It's a sad day for Arya, which I think are really good pieces. I'm just not including them out of just how things worked out. That's a pretty fun thing to throw on there, actually. I would take off this if I do this. think this kind of makes it not work as well. So I think I keep this instead, and we look for something for the top of my head like I was thinking. It's something. It feels a little heavy on the right, but maybe that's not to a devastating degree. Maybe it's still salvageable. How do I feel about adding red after I just removed all the rest of it? I think I feel pretty good about it, to be honest. I can put Eurekas on this, too. This is not a bad Eureka outfit, because we do a lot of walking without being mid-animation, I think. We will test it to make sure. But we have... Do we have anything that I think fits our more mechanical side of the idea we're working with? That kind of does. What are you exactly? You are sexy. You can't do that. I forgot. Linlong. Sorting these are really hard. It is not easy. So what are all of your color options? Which one do I think works best? I think that's the one I have. No, I definitely have the orange. That's pretty. Do I want the orange? There's kind of none that work how I want them to work. It's between orange and green, I suppose. Maybe I do go with orange. Let me go back. We're going to sort by Linlong. And you are yellow. Wait, you're called yellow. You're not yellow. I'll accept you, though. Wait, what's your name? Moon Lotus. What's Moon Lotus here? It's the flying guys, which I'm not too worried about. I don't think I need a hand thing. Like I've said, I've tended to not like the hand things too much. But I will put a yellow foot one to float around here. Let's see if these work. Let's do our test. Import test. Do Eurekas actually show up with you? The foot ones won't appear unless I'm moving, which is fine. Okay, it's not disappearing as I'm walking around doing stuff. G. Okay, I'm sorry, buddy. You don't have to work that hard. It's okay. I'll let you keep walking around, because I don't know if you're sad standing here all day, so it's okay for you to keep doing stuff. You're about to finish one lap, I think. But I think that works pretty well. I think I'm happy with how this outfit turned out, too. I think both outfits turned out really nice today. They did take a million years. I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to wait till she looks back. That's close enough. Like a little bit of a downward angle is kind of fun. We only have one little lotus thing in the bottom corner there. That's fine. There we go. And... I don't want to take a photo in the same location as last episode's photo. Can I climb on top of you, buddy? I'm sorry. I'm also going to turn off the animation for this finally, I guess. Like I said I would. Animation off. Create mirror shadows. Display. Allow. Try on. Toggles whether other styles can apply mirror shadow styling. They cannot use the mirror shadow styling scheme while viewing it. Toggles whether friends can try on mirror shadow styling. I think you disable that one to change it so people don't adjust your stuff, I think? It's a little hard. Okay. And that's what it looks like with no animation. It's pretty quick. It's not instant, but it doesn't have to be instant. It's fine. We're going to go up here. I'm going to turn you off. And I want to land on you, buddy. Okay. That line is going to be annoying. Is it still here if I'm taking a picture? It is, which means I actually want to take a picture like this, I think. Just to get more... This is literally the thumbnail from last episode. I'm going to have 2 episodes with the same thumbnail here. I assume I'm going to use this as my thumbnail. I might use the picture of the other outfit of me doing the animation. I know I'm, like, shaky, so I have to be quick, actually. I can't take as much time as usual because I'm going to get motion sick really fast. Kind of like that. I'm already starting to feel it. So I have to really hurry. Kind of like that, too. And what are we doing for pose? Maybe the other side flourish? Maybe not. It's a little too casual for the dress I'm wearing. I need something a little fancier for this type of dress, I think. Kind of funny. I'm also too far to the right. I'm going to readjust the framing, don't worry. That's very silly. Hold on, that's going in my favorites. That smile is so fun. Prayer might not be a bad one. Sincere Wishes, I'm also putting that in favorites. Something like that. And... let me get my grid on. I think... nah, I don't need it. I think, like, here is where I want to be. And I'll wait for you to be in the background there. And the line isn't on my screen, so I'm safe there. Let's increase that a lot. And the shadowing a lot, too. But we're going to increase our saturation and lower our contrast and up our brightness, I think. And our exposure is going to go down a bit. Vignette can go down to like 50. I think that's how I want it. And then we'll do that. Wait, I wanted the guy in the corner. I'm going to grab him. Hang on. We have to wait for him to come up. There we go. And it was a little fuzzy because it was shaking, but it worked out. I think we can call that good to go. And I'm happy with how this went. We ran out of time, obviously, but I'll take it. Can I catch this guy? I cannot. One day I'll figure out what those guys do. But next time, I believe we're ready to start continuing the story. I don't think there's any more issues going on. So I think we're free there. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and go. Bye.